Oh boy. Alright, we're back with some Remnant while I talk about stuff. So yeah, I finally went back into my garden. The past several days, if I was out there at all, I would just stand there at the fence, and I'd look at it for a little bit. Then I'd turn around and go back inside. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. It's overgrown with pumpkins. I don't know if my cabbages are going to suffer because of the giant pumpkin leaves that are like draped over them now, completely masking them. I can't see them from really any angle unless I was to get in there and move those leaves around, but I'm afraid that if I did that, the pumpkin little tendrils would be connected to them and rip them right up out of the ground. Because yeah, those pumpkins are aggressive climbers. I mean, they'll just grab on anything. They're doing great though. It looks like most of them. I mean, it's yet to be seen, you know, if all or most of them will make it to full size. Just being how crowded they are. I mean, I wasn't expecting that many of them to take off, but damn near every single one of them grew. You know, because you're supposed to plant like 6 to a mound, 6 seeds, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm thinking like maybe half of them will grow. No, it was over half, if not all of them. And I think at a point it was like every single one of these, and I had to pull some up out of there because I planted actually more than 6 per mound. Yeah, you know, because I still have a shit ton of seeds from that first time, and they look good. They haven't molded or anything. It's just weird, but because they're still wet. I got some pulp on them, some of the pumpkin guts. Yeah, it's a lot. Just the pumpkins alone. And then I'm like worrying about my pickles now, because they're overcrowded, or getting overran by the pumpkins. Climb. Put some sticks in the ground. Hopefully they'll make it up out of there so they're not completely blocked off. Getting any sunlight. And yeah, there's some other stuff that's like, I don't know if it's gonna make it. Just because how crowded everything is. You get the point. Most of the problems that I'm going to run into are crowding issues. But yeah, I just have way too much on my plate right now for myself. I mean, it's not like, you know, I'm going to school or whatever. But I know there's like a lot of people that juggle. They got like kids and a job and they're going to school, and it's like, fuck that. I don't know how a lot of people do that type of stuff. I mean, maybe that's just like all that's going on, and then they kind of try to maintain some semblance of a social life. But I just feel like I'm spreading myself too thin. Between like my renovations, the garden, trying to set up a workers' cooperative and networking around that, and just the framework, because that was a lot. Holding down a job, and then finding a job, and then maintaining a job. Obviously those are going to be just their own thing,
I'm in trouble.
depending on the state of things. Or those are going to be an individual thing, happening at one time. You get what I'm saying. Oh, heal. Oh, yeah. Fine. What else do I got going on? I don't know. That really is most of it. the job thing in and of itself is like the most critical, stressful, and then yeah, it's like once I get that, then it cuts into whatever time I have to work on any of those other things. So that's like just I would much rather just be working on crisp. Okay, I could have dodged that. Yeah, build. Look, I've been giving stuff away out of the garden. Oh yeah, then there's of course these videos, right? Which I keep coming up with plans for, like, oh, I could put this together, I could put that together. Oh, and damn, I need to edit this or that. Maybe I could go through and cut some stuff from these lives, you know, make some shorts and, or some standalone videos that kind of like break down some of my disjointed rants or how would I put that? Connect? I'm trying to think of like what word that's similar to coherent would fit here, because they're mostly incoherent, right? They're disjointed. Rejoin some of my disjointed rants.
Hello there, friend.
And make them coherent and understandable. My brain's just running out of juice. Day by day now, it seems like I'm losing it.
So
genuinely.
you brought down that flying
It's a little
beast in the
concerning.
city, eh? I can hardly
But
believe it.
what can you do? Just
You're
gotta push
made
through.
it. Certainly.
I've always had like I don't know. You could call it ADHD or whatever you'd call it. Type symptoms. I've never been like diagnosed, so I don't believe in all that shit anyway. And I plan to explain that in further detail. I just don't know if now's the best time because I want to get through like the video idea that I was wanting to talk about, which is well, I got my voters pamphlet, my my ballot for some local seats, and I think like one initiative, transportation, yeah. So, gotta fill that out, and what I do every time I get that is I do some research into like the voter's guide. Progressive voter's guide is what I use. Because when I started voting for the first few years, in a couple like big elections, I would take the time, sit down, and do all my research on all the candidates, compare stuff, and see who I really like. Really dig in there. And usually it was just after I got my ballot. I wasn't like following the races and the candidates and stuff, as they campaigned. But yeah, when voting time would come, I'd sit down and make a big project out of it. I don't fuck with that anymore. Especially, after seeing the voter's guide and agreeing. Like, a lot of times, you get just like, oh, it's 2 candidates as well in my area, but this time you got a decent number. There's, see, the only ones, okay, there's 4 seats that have only one option, which is not awesome, but then you've got 2 of them that only have 2, and then the rest have 3 or more, and most of them have like 4 plus. Yeah. Okay, wait, you might have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4 of them that have 3. And then the rest is more. So yeah, there's options. I guess this is pretty just normal. It's not like anything crazy that would stand out about this one. But what was I getting at? There's not like a ton of options to go through, except on this one. Damn, there's like 9 of them. There's 12 different options for this first one, and of course, if they got an R next to their name, instantly write them off in my mind. So that narrows it down by just one. Just one in that one. But yeah, it can be a task. So I try to you know, ease that burden on myself. Damn, maybe Dan was right. Maybe I do need to just keep upgrading my armor until I find better stuff, because yeah. Let's see. Oh wait, we're in buying. I want that. Bring that to 50. Go to 55. Oh, okay. That works too then. Okay, we'll bring that to up to 60. I know it's 66, but I'm just saying, like, this is kind of my, way... I guess I could look at what it would bring it to. I'll bring that to over 40. That's, like, what I'm looking at. The 10s. Okay. That'll be fine, then. And we still got a decent amount of forged iron.
Be safe out there.
I think we're gonna notice a difference here. But yeah, that's just, you know, a way to ease things, but it also, I'm looking at voting differently now. It's not like this big task I should be putting all this energy into. You know, like, and I think some people should be doing that. A lot of people should, I guess, but we just don't live in that world right now. And right now, our priorities are a little more, they're a little different. So if I'm going to use a guide, that's fine by me, you know. Until we can create a system with incentives to kind of guarantee that our candidates are more of higher quality in general, and we're not at risk of having as many people that are corrupted. Then, you know, that's going to be like the higher priority, right? Is building that world in whatever other ways we can, because I don't believe that gets done through politicians in effective ways. Oh, I'm sorry, guy. I'm going to be talking, so I really can't be having that. Forget to take it off public. No! My reflexes really aren't doing it. It's all that talking, but whatever. We're doing a lot better. That has to be really frustrating, just waiting and then to have that happen. I feel bad. It's my fault, but whatever.
Okay, this is it!
Sometimes it's kind of hard to see if those actually are going to hit you, too. Oh, I forgot to get those healing things. Damn. You know what? Probably not gonna make it through in this run anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm doing there. But what I was getting at with this video idea, right, was that I go through this progressive voter guide and read the different candidates and stuff. Now, I don't know if anybody's doing that already locally, but that's the idea, is to go over this local election. Not going to do this for every area.
Disappearing tower. Oh, what an... How many?
If that, is something that people like, because then they don't at least have to read through it themselves. I just need to make sure that if I do that, I put out something that's quality, and that I'm reading it and it's fluid, and then at the end of reading each one I can sort of give my reasons for why I pick them. Because sometimes on the voter's guide they have like two that are like, oh yeah, these two are really good options, but we're endorsing this one over the other. And I'm actually thinking about changing one of them, because initially I was like, okay, I guess that's their endorsement, I'm going with that. I read through them, of course, not every one, like, just the ones that they are writing about. And, yeah, they just give a little bit of background of their, their personal life, their career background, and their policy platform, and objectives. And so that's enough for me. If I'm like, okay, that they hit all the marks, or they hit enough of the marks, that's fine. I'm sure that if there was somebody else who hit those marks and more, they would go with that. But I still suggest that they're, for the sake of not having just like giving that much power to any central organization, do your research. I'm just doing this to kind of like ease the process on people who are gonna use that and aren't putting all their time into trying to vote or compare and contrast these candidates, because like I said, I don't believe that's what we're really needing right now. I don't think that that's going to make the big difference, and even then, like once we fix the systemic issues, I still advocate people do more action than rely on representation to fix everything. That's not how I think the world should work. I don't think we should just be putting all of our agency into the hands of representatives. We should be trying to create more local initiatives and structures that, if our representatives stop representing us for whatever reason, or we didn't perfect the system and it turns out there's like some avenues for people for fascism to rear its head again, we can or somebody to gobble up all the power and re-centralize it, we can then have the framework outside of that to say, no, fuck you, we're going to take that back into the hands of the people. Like, the people should never just relinquish power. That's not what representation's supposed to be for, right? It's just another job with different responsibilities as a politician. That should always be what it is. It shouldn't be this, like, thing that we look at with this big deal, because if we do, that's only because we're making that position a position of great power. No, it should just be that it's another job with different responsibilities. And the only thing really that should set it apart is that it has more that level of or the responsibility of should be. God, I wish I had work on my vocabulary, because like I know there's words to say what I'm trying to express here. that responsibility should be sort of dampened with the weight of that responsibility should be God. That's so frustrating. The weight of that responsibility should be dampened by the people, the consequences of not fulfilling it faithfully. Perhaps I could say that responsibility should be coupled with that, and you know, it's not a great responsibility because you can end up fucking over a lot of people, because like the consequences should mean that you fucking over other people through neglect of your responsibility is just fucking over yourself, like in an equal way. So it should be balanced in that. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, I forgot about chat, so I'm not going to have chat open through this, because I am, right now, just wanting to get some thoughts out. So if there is somebody listening and they're trying to talk to me, unfortunately that's not what I'm here for right now. It's hard enough to stay on track as it is for me, so. Fucker. Yeah, got the video game thing, my own sporadic thought process, and just trying to keep it all together. Where the dog ran right past those guys. I don't like that they can jump through each other. I think that the enemies should be able to collide and have to go around each other. Because that's unfair. I didn't know he was there. That's like, yeah, that's bullshit. That's what that is. They better fix that in the second one. Guys. So yeah, thinking about making a video to just go through, read off those candidates, and talk a little bit about what I think, and then leave it at that. if that gets like some views, because you know it helps. Because I've been there like, okay, I want to know about this candidate, so I'm gonna just look up YouTube videos about this candidate. Right, that's got to exist, and generally don't find a whole lot for that. So you go to some page online that talks about them. That can be fine, but it's just like I don't want to read through that every time. And then who's telling the truth, right? What's the source's motive? Then you gotta know all that shit. Because you don't want to get fucked over. So sometimes that's a matter of like reading multiple sources. Because I've had where I've like heard of a candidate on the Progressive Voter Guide, or I read about them from one source and compare them to another source, and then I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It seems like the fucking paper that they send you in the mail. I've even found out that shit's got some biased ways of portraying candidates, or not just candidates, but what do you call it? The initiatives. Yeah, they're a little sus with how they go about explaining the initiatives, I've noticed, in these voter pamphlets. So fuck those. Never use those at all. Like, don't. No matter where you're at. Whether that be in Spokane County or otherwise. Don't fucking use those, because I don't trust it. I don't think you should, because whoever's writing that shit, they got their own agenda. They'll be leaving stuff out, or explain what this initiative is in a weird way, and then you get it from a different source, and you're like, oh, okay, that explains things a little bit differently, and not just a little bit. Actually, sometimes it's like very clear that they wanted to portray this as something else. So, yeah, recycle that shit.
Looking good.
Not a good way to learn about candidates. I mean, if that was like the only thing you had, I guess, then sure. Out here. I need to get out of this. We just ain't ready for this. Ugh. Sorry about the fucking sniffing shit, dude. I got a deviated septum, which I don't think is all of the cause. I think that like my place could probably have better air quality, be less dry. But all in due time. I'm sad that they're going to take down the Destiny servers. I don't know if that's been done already. If I have the space, I'll reinstall it, because I'd like to at least show off my character, and run around in there, and do that for a while until the server's gone. That was one of my favorite games, man. So good. I never got to do any of the racing of the vehicles. I was always like, they need to add that, man, and then somebody's like, they did. Like, yeah, you can race little sparrows or whatever they're called. Dude. Need that. Okay, so we're doing a lot better out here. Whoa! It's close. Putting them on their ass. Their asses. See, I actually started this channel as like, I thought I was gonna do like a politics kind of thing, reading about like Union history and stuff. It wasn't for that. It was always to promote Crisp, but I felt like, okay, I need to start somewhere. And the Union history video that I had boosted was actually because of, you know, thinking about Crisp, because it is directly tied to like unions. I think that was the first thing that I did. The first thing it might have actually been a video of my garden. It's one of the two, but it's all connected. But yeah, that one I ended up boosting it, and that's probably why anybody who's seeing this saw it in the first place. But I'm no longer boosting anything, or at least at the moment. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing it again in the future if I feel like something I've made is worth doing that for. And, well, obviously if I had the money. Got a big one. You got a big boy. Please fall. I thought that did way more damage to him for some reason. Oh great. Yeah, we're never gonna get a chance to fucking use it. That could have been it. Right into that ball. But yeah, man, I don't like the idea of like being medicated. I used to self-medicate with like weed and even alcohol. Never really shrooms. That's just not a thing that you can do. Don't you fucking dare get me stuck right here. Come on, game. Ridiculous. Okay, better before they come back. Seriously, another one? Okay. And we're dead. Doesn't matter. Ooh-wee. I don't like the idea of having to spend everything to keep leveling just to stay, like, you know, capable. Because that's never fun, you know, especially when you know there's other armor in the game. Like, I want more armor, and just, like, I'm okay with that being, like, a chance encounter, you know, like, oh, will I or will I not get this type of armor? I don't like the idea of specific armor being in specific locations. That's lame. I do like the idea of not knowing if I'm gonna get a certain layout in a game. That's always fun to me. I've always found that to be interesting about this game. the fire mod actually sets them on fire way. I guess it doesn't really make sense when you think about it. I also do understand that the basic fire of this shouldn't set him on fire every single time. And you don't want to make the flame mod useless. Like, it does make sense kind of what's going on here. Need the dollar.
This ain't good.
Yeah, I think he frenzies when you break his skull. I don't know. Oh man, we were razor's edge. I didn't see that. Oh no, we don't want to piss him off. See, I kind of don't like how the dog just wanders off to do his own thing. Stuck in where? Oh shit. With anything. What? He didn't even throw it. Come on now. Whatever. Just kind of launched from his hand. Oh shit, no! If you don't aim first, you gotta let that shit lock on, because if you don't, you do it like, okay, maybe, yeah, I guess I just didn't do it right. Got a little ahead of myself with the buttons.
Okay, this is it!
Is it? Is this the one?
Down!
Man, usually it's too loud, now it's too quiet. Oh, fuck. Of course.
Oh, it's over. Not enough room.
I think I'm just gonna need to make sure that the dog is near me at any given time. Like, don't start new conflicts. dog. You fuckers.
Damn it!
Maybe she was right. Maybe this is the one. Yeah, if the dog wanders off, I just need to stick around. It's back. My canary. There's got teeth. Yeah, this is not like the other world. There are so many ways they can get behind you. You gotta make sure you clear an area thoroughly. Back up the wrong way. And there's somebody over there, they'll get your ass. Never travel ass first. To otherwise. Ah, fuck. Alright, maybe the game didn't like that joke. Because I swear I had enough health. Maybe, I don't know, I missed something?
Okay, this is it!
Yeah, part of me also is like, I don't really like the idea of people in my area knowing who I am. Or tuning in, or whatever. like it, you know, the thought of if I did have a certain kind of content that I was making, that's what I ended up being known for, and then, you know, people in the area know me, like, before I know them. I don't like that. I don't know. I guess maybe I could get over that. It's just strange to think about. That potentially being the case. See that? Fucking knew exactly where he was standing. Because I'm so good.
Okay, this is it!
Nice. Got him solo. Oh, you gotta dodge arrows. Okay, fine. I guess I'll run back and upgrade, because yeah, like I was saying, I fucking hate that. I want more items, and just, like, more variety, you know, to put my builds together. I kind of feel like I'm stuck. You know, the trait points that I assign are going to kind of correlate a little bit with my armor. And, I'm kind of like shoehorned into these three classes, or not shoehorned in, but like I'm sort of funneled in to this class. I mean, I could just go outside of that and be like, no, you know what? I want to build my class in this direction. Like, I do know that, yeah, that picking that matters in the first place, of course. Because that's kind of like, yeah, I mean, aren't you going for that? But if you want, like, a different kind of ex-cultist build,
Anything you need?
you know?
Certainly.
I don't know. There's probably a better way to describe what it is I'm talking about, but I'm just not... I don't have, like, all the video
Safe
game
out there.
lingo to express myself. Alright, if we can at least make it a little further, we might as well stay at this dungeon. I don't want to have to go through all that again, right? And just to make it back here.
Now what?
There's people behind you, you say? Yeah, my failure here has a lot more to do with my reflexes and, like, close quarters and anything. Dog keeps dying.
Oh, that was rough.
How far? Yeah. Little by little. You get all caught up. Take it easy. Take it What? Where did he go? What the fuck are you? Okay. I don't know what to think. Dog, please, get him. He's on my nuts. Yeah, I think this is like the version of that, this level's version of that screen guy. They don't have one of those for every level, I don't think. Maybe they, or every world. And I mean, they might have something like that. Oh god. Oh, yeah, I think these guys can like swipe through walls too. It's just the way their characters designed. I mean, it can't really be both ways. They do have a cool design. At least there's that.
Oh, it's over.
Okay, so I think we just dealt with down there, which is good. That's progress. Looks around. Not try and go too far back. So yeah, this is kind of stuff we're looking for.
Not enough room.
I guess we'll resummon the dog, since he wants to wander off. Okay, that's the dead end. Good. I believe this is going forward.
And stay down!
Go. Oh shit.
How fast, bastard!
Oh, another shit.
Damn it!
Yeah, I don't really remember game having multiple versions of every little mini-boss guy.
That was rough.
I saw that. There's somebody in there. That's a thing. I didn't expect us to be getting further in this area. It's just kind of like a why not try. Some back this way. Thin it out. Uh-oh. Alright. A little fast with this. Yeah, having all that.
Damn, all out.
Maybe it is all my talking. But one day, I'll be able to lock in and talk to your off at the same time. Get out of the way. Bad vibes. I love making progress in a game. Oh, the dog died. Yeah, it's so much better than stagnating, staying there in a camp forever. Oh my god. Let's not die this far. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Hey, we got a trait point though. Probably should have spent it, but whatever. It gives us hope. You know, we were inevitably gonna reset. So, oh my god, we had 6 of them. Okay, well. Let's just dump them into here, right? Yeah, let's do that. Might do both of them there. We got a good amount elsewhere. I'd say we can slowly get this to 10. So I might just do that there. Oh, armor piercing. No, that's more important. Yes, indeed.
Here they come.
What are you fighting at? Glitchy ass dog. Be better replacing you. The next upgrade we get. Oh wait, no, we don't want to.
Got in trouble. Isn't looking good.
Alright, I think my next goal is to just use my trait points when I get them. So, I want to last long enough to make a trait point, spend it, get a little further, a little further. You know what, I got Dune as well. I wonder if that's something I should play. So many games that I don't play. Because of how this is gone, I'm fine with it taking a little bit longer. Chip away at it over time. These guys are going to be harder to time with how they are, because yeah, if like one, well obviously you just saw what happened, I don't need to explain. Okay, yeah, so good thing about making it as far as we did and thoroughly checking things is we really don't need to explore again. Anything that we grab is going to stay open or grabbed. Unless it's like ammo or whatever, which we don't have to worry about that, because we're going to get that as we make our move. I guess there's a matter of enemies that we missed and then triggering after we've gotten past them. We'll see. If that becomes a problem, deal with it.
More bad news. Stay down!
Good job. Oh, wait. So you're better off dodging these guys to the left, You know what's really shitty right now? I'm fucking hungry. I'm hungry. And I'm gonna eat something. But I'll be back. I do need to make time today, though. I want to get something done in the garden. You know, I spent the better part of my day, well, like the first half of the day. I don't know if it's the better part, but whatever. You know, putting out applications, doing dishes. I need to get some more stuff done. Put a little bit more variety in the tasks that I'm engaged in throughout the day. That seems to be better for me in the way my brain works anyway. I mean, sometimes I will just like get fucking absorbed into something and I'll have to break from that. But then sometimes I'm like super sporadic and it's hard to like get any one thing done. So yeah, I just need to like keep prioritizing stuff. I'll talk more about that too. Maybe if when I get back on, just because that's something I've been meaning to do. But it's like, it is worthy of a video all in of itself. Talk a little bit about ADHD or just different mental and behavioral like patterns and compositions of or whatnot, what I think about all of that stuff. It's certainly worth its own video, but I don't think I could commit to it because that conversation is just, it's almost impossible for me not to branch off into tangents. So I might as well just deliver it in the form of a stream of consciousness and allow for the tangents to go as they will. And then, if somebody's able to get something out of that, then cool. Anyway, I'll be back not too long from now, I'm sure. Maybe after I eat, unless I feel like doing something else. Or feel I need to do something else at the time. Peace.